City of Rome Forest, today is July 14, 2015. The time is 6:31. At this time, would you please stand for the invocation and pledge?
Bow your heads, I pray. Heavenly Father, thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work, for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. I pray for our mayor, council, and the various levels of city officials, and in particular this Assembly Council. I pray for the agenda set before them today. Please give the assurance of what would please you and what would benefit those who live and work in and around our beloved city. I pray for our military, currently serving, and for those who have served. And also pray for our police who protect us unselfishly. It is in your precious name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Won't you lead us off there, let you listen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
honor
The
the
Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
roll call.
Roll call. Ms. Knight.
Mayor Chris Carr,
Here.
Councilman Garza,
Here.
Councilwoman Carlson here, Councilman Mullane,
Here.
Councilwoman Peoples, Councilman Wallace.
Here. Do we have any
No other comments.
public comments? Okay, on the agenda, we do have a full report.
I have a full report on this month's agenda because I think it's necessary to recognize our pool manager and how good of a job that she's done. Cindy, can you stand up for us, please? I've gotten so many compliments. Last year and the year before, I did the city secretary job and managing the pool. You can definitely tell when somebody's down there all the time because the pool is cleaner, we have more visitors, we've been breaking records. And so I put a little comparison report to the previous year. And the total increase in the pool as of the end of June compared to last year is a 24% increase in income. And just the concession by itself is 86% increase. So I gave a little summary of the pool passes sold 40. We've held 4 parties. We still have several booked. 20 kids have signed up for swim lessons so far. We're in our second class. And 2 parties are booked in the future so far. So I just want to give Cindy a hand. She's doing a great job. So thank you very much.
All right, next would be our special events committee update. We have someone here from special events committee.
No, I'm not here.
Talking about you.
She's not there.
Yeah.
Okay, you say update, what are your questions?
Well, I didn't have any questions, but I just thought the council would like to know how the 4th of July went and everything.
Here's 4th of July results are, and this is preliminary, we still have not got the final bill on the fireworks. The preliminary fireworks bill is $4,484 just for the fireworks. We have in here plaque of recognition of service, which is actually for Memorial Day, of $51.85. The porta cans this year were $550 instead of $480. That was up. We had water Gatorade, which was donated, so that expense is waived with the donation from the Enfield. Banners were $169 this year. This year, we did not get the Kubotas for free. We had to pay $171. and that's 50% rental on 2 of the Kubotas. We were supposed to get 3, but the third one did not come back. The rental on each one of them was $75 a piece and $21 for insurance that we purchased through them. And so that was up from last year and the years before. Kubota, Gina at Kubota told me that their corporate office had changed some of their criteria for donating their Kubotas to go to functions. So now they're asking apparently for a 50% rental. Going to try to talk to Splendora, to Dorothy Welch, to see about their Kubotas or golf carts or whatever they get for their shuttles, and see if they have to pay or if they go through someone and they get them for free. Because that's an expense we didn't have, and that's one we like to maintain is 0. The banner this year for the Grand Marshal car, which usually the city pays for, that was donated by PGM who made the banner, especially for the Ferrari. And we did put out a sign that they provided us to advertise for them. Of course, the fee permit for the fireworks is $50, and the band was $900. The dunking booth this year, we made $145. Moonwalk was free to the kids because we did have to pay to play for the rock wall and the gyro. We did not have the 18-foot slide like we were supposed to have. Excuse me, because it broke before we got here. This year, booth fees, we had 30 spaces, which was up from last year, and 3 food vendors for a total of $1,095. Miscellaneous donations, $56.47. 6184 was donated on the water and Gatorade, which we allowed police officers, anybody that wanted a free drink, they wanted to donate $1, they could, or people in the crowd. We had Jackie going around, making sure everybody was hydrated. Sponsorship this year was $2,250, and I want to thank Steve again. He goes out and solicits the sponsors. That's a total of $4,194.31 was income just alone for the 4th of July. So income less the expense of $6,494, excuse me, 08. We were negative $2,299.70. Still trying to get it where it zeroes out, but it hasn't happened yet. Steve tries very hard to get us some good sponsors. I want to recognize our sponsors. Stacy's Dog Grooming was silver. EMC Tire and Lube. Jim Clark, Precinct 4 Commissioner. East Montgomery County Improvement District. Not only for the components that was part of a grant several years ago, but they also did $500 just towards the fireworks. Melton Insurance Agency, Stephen Carlisle, Director, Position 6, East Montgomery County Improvement District. Double D Tree Service, and then Community Print and Copy gives us $100 each year. Grand Marshal Car was provided by Ferrari of Houston, and the Chris's are not here to thank them for getting that. And the Grand Marshal banner, as I stated, was PGM Graphics of New Caney, Texas. Also, we had Martin Chrysler Dodge Jeep that had a banner out there. In order for them to put up the banner, they don't donate $50 for us to advertise that. Also, the Italiano's restaurant had a banner out there, and they're one of our sponsors. Also, the banners that we have made are by Good Promotions of Cleveland, Texas. There are a lot of people I want to thank. Number 1, Roman Forest Police Department, Roman Forest Maintenance, and Liz and anybody in the office that helped get things prepared 3 days in advance, a whole week in advance. All the ones that work hard getting them the barricade, the caution tape, and Chris for overseeing the parking. And there was 2 young gentlemen out there, I think they were 18 years old, just graduated from high school. One was Matt Haskins, and I don't know the other one's name.
David, McAllister,
David Jones. Is he a friend of Matt's, or they just?
they're friends.
Okay. And then, Steve got the ducking booth from the Porter Fire Department, which is always free. The Splendora Police Department with Range, Patton Village, and Constable Precinct 4. Were all of them here?
Except for Patton Village.
Okay. Then all of the people on the committee, Jerry, Donna, Elizabeth, Ken, who's Donna's son, and his friend Mike, Joe Piazza, who does the little ceremony out here, plus he did DJing before the band came. Sharon, Craig, Henderson, Sandra, who's joined the committee and helps with the crafters and food vendors, and Christy Lar, who is our social media person that puts out our events that go on, and then of course Jackie, and Ray was even there helping when he could, but it was too much because he pooped out on Sunday. And I especially want to thank the EMC Fire Department, formerly known as New Caney, C Shift Station 151, which is right down here. In fact, that station was shut down because C Shift are the ones that helped Zach Rutledge, who's on the fire department, and he's our fire tech, and Chief Taylor and Lonnie. I think Zach does a wonderful job. The show was 20 minutes long, and I've said that the last 3 years. That show's 20 minutes long, and it was that in 2007, my first 4th of July. We have a few little problems, which I haven't had to handle in the past, but we handled it. A couple was with parking, others we had something with one of our crafters, but we resolved everything and everybody was fine. And I think everybody had a good time. In fact, some of our crafters are already asking to come back next year.
Good job.
Good job, Special Events Committee.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter in our fiscal year. I wanted to give you guys an update on our budget versus actual. At total income, we are at 75% of our budgeted income. And for our expenses, we are at 70% overall. And I wanted you to pay attention to the police department income on the first page. The spreadsheet says that we are at 717% of our income, and that is because we did not budget for contract services or any insurance recovery on those 2 items. So it looks like we're way got all this extra money because it was not in the initial budget. Carl just got the contract this year. Chief Carl. So, did you guys have any questions on the budget or anything?
All right. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, next thing we look at is minutes, regular council meeting June 9, 2015.
I'll make a motion we accept the minutes from June 9.
Motion on the floor, Councilwoman Peoples, to accept minutes as written, June 9, 2015.
I'll second that.
Second, Councilman Delane. Any more discussion, council? All those in favor? Unanimous. Next, we look at minutes, special council meeting, June 23rd, 2015.
Mayor, I make a motion to accept the minutes as written, June 23rd, special council meeting.
Motion on the floor, Councilman Wallace, accept minutes of June 23rd, 2015 as written.
I'll second that.
Second, Councilwoman Peoples. Questions, discussions, council? All those in favor of approval? It is unanimous.
I made a note on the minutes for June 9th meeting that Councilwoman Jill Carlson sustained, that she was not present for those that meeting.
That is true. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, let's move into our agenda. Item 1 on our agenda is deliberate and consider possible action concerning the drainage study by J.A. Costanza and Associates.
This is Mr., oh gosh,
I'm Eddie.
I forgot your name already, I can talk to you. Phipps, I'm bad, Greg Phipps. He's here to give us an update on the study on our drainage and road issues.
You have the floor, sir.
Well, thank you. First of all, let me thank you for giving us an opportunity to work for the city and your residents. And at the end of this, we hope that we all be happy and that this drainage issue is all that you have here.
Sorry, that's me doing that to you, by the way. Okay, sorry.
The scope, just so you know, the scope of this project is generally the local drainage issues that you have. Peach Creek obviously is a problem. The city, the county does not have enough money to solve the problems that Peach Creek has for not only the city but also the surrounding area. So we are not looking at the impacts of Peach Creek. We know that you won't go in the floodplain and leave it at that. The two things that we are looking at are the outfall drainage channels, your local drainage channels.
Just be there just a little bit.
Oh, you know, I want to go close those doors too. Go ahead.
Okay.
Liz, you move that podium up a little bit, you should stop the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Perfect.
The local drainage outfalls, there are several of what we would consider major local drainage channels that serve your roadside ditches. What we have seen in our blocking those at this point is the biggest issue that we see with those is the lack of capacity from lack of maintenance. Those drainage channels are what we would consider natural conditions. They're man-made channels. I don't know what the last name was, but I do know that that is a big part of getting the water off the roadside ditches and getting it to the main channel in your normal 2-year, 5-year, 10-year event. So that will, we know that will be a recommendation of the initial shock of going out, getting those channels cleared, getting those channels cleaned up, and then getting them on a regular maintenance schedule to keep those channels clean. Then what you actually see every time it rains is your roadside ditches. We are looking at two major items with that. One is the cross drainage under public streets. We're going back and looking at recreating drainage areas. There are no plans available from the original development that give us drainage areas. We're developing those drainage areas. From that, we will then determine at different storm events, and Montgomery County's requirements are for roadside ditches in new development is that they have 5-year capacity. A general storm sewer system, a conduit storm sewer system, generally a 2-year capacity. But we'll look at that and from those drainage areas, and first of all, determine whether the cross pipes under your public roads have adequate capacity. That's the first place we look. The next place, then we step back from that after we determine what that capacity is. We start looking at your driveways and your general maintenance of your roadside ditches. Like any roadside ditch in any community, over time, they silt in. The new culverts go in, and within 5 to 10 years, you've got half your capacity maybe in those culverts. And in some cases, you can drive down and see some of the driveways that you know there's a culvert under there, you just can't see it. And that is a major issue that we are looking to resolve. The second thing is that based off the drainage areas and how we will develop what those flows are through there is we'll give you maps that would recommended minimum culvert cross pipes for each of those driveways. To go in and replace every driveway, we'll give you a cost estimate for that. And so you can determine what that is on a per driveway basis on a typical driveway. So like I said, we're doing this in steps. Drainage outfall, cross pipes in the streets, and then your driveway by driveway. Talking with Liz, we talked about having a town hall meeting. We like that idea in that we get to know where the problems are at. It's a roadside ditch. If 2 or 3 driveways down has a problem, it starts flooding into somebody's yard. You get cross drainage. These are not subdivision lots that are engineered lots, drainage from back to front. These are natural terrain, large lot lots. So, we have to take that into consideration to some degree on the extreme events, but the local, the day in, day out rainfall. We want to make sure that if we can get the water off, keep them out of yards, and most importantly, at the end of the day, protect the structures. We got to make sure that we don't have issues with house flooding. My understanding is, I'm sure I was learning more about that with how all maybe is, have there been houses that have flooded? That's the regulations now. Everybody raises their houses up. Unfortunately, the ones that have been here a long time are now a little more at grade. So building officials have to be careful that they don't raise a block and they push their drainage up onto their neighbors. So that's what we're looking at. Then the final that we add to this is that we would go around and do basically a visual survey of your streets. And we'll give you a grade on each of the streets, the areas that we see that they need some repairs to them, whether it's elevator tracks, whether it's potholes, any type of that sort of work. We'll give you cost estimates for that on a street by street, partial street basis. It's part of this report. So that is what we are doing. What we have done thus far is we have come out with a survey of all of your intersections, where all of your cross pipes are, and then mid-intersections where we have a couple of cross pipes that are in those locations. And then we will have surveyors out starting tomorrow on the ditch that's behind Venus, that runs parallel east-west behind Venus. We went out with Chief Carlisle and Liz and walked that ditch. That ditch is taking some fences out with erosion. in it, but there's additional area that fences have been built up to that pavement inside that easement. That'll be the first thing we determine, is the ditch in the easement. And then if it's not, identify the areas that ditch is not in the easement and work with the city and the precinct on what we can do to minimize the impacts to fences and new structures that may be there or not inside the drainage. So that's near future. Our next step out here then will be, we're coming out to do a specific street-by-street survey and look at each of the driveways by address, determine what size pipes that are there in the field here, while in the office we develop the drainage areas and come up with our drainage calculations. So it's not a quick process, but we are, we've got a couple of people that are working on this, one full-time and a couple others as needed on this, along with survey crews. So that is where we are at with this project.
Back when we agreed to hire y'all to come in to do this, we were thinking that we would have the results September, August, and I know it's rained a bunch. Maybe, that's why I want the citizens to know. How long is it going to take?
We're probably looking at a final report within 2 months.
And that is road and drainage.
Yeah, there'll be a report that will give you everything.
And we will work.
More questions for Greg?
No, thanks for that, Dave. I know it's a lot of ground to cover. It's a lot of work. I'm sure it does take a while.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sized city. All driveways, all roadside ditches. It's not something that it's not easy to walk because of the large lots. Versus that, what is 1.5 square miles of the city, the size of the city. So on a map, it doesn't look that big until you start walking, and then it suddenly becomes pretty big.
30 to 40 years old too, so.
So during all the rain, you guys were out there watching the water?
We did come up and watch the drainage characteristics out here and see where the water goes and how the water breaks. And there's some of the smaller outfalls into the woods. It's not real easy to see until you drive by and there's the water gone. Back up and see it
Going into the woods?
going out into the woods.
Chief, you got a question? Oh, all right. I thought you hand.
I was scratching.
Yes, sir.
You're talking about drainage. I live on Caesar Circle right around here. There's a large drainage ditch that comes off of Caesar Circle that goes into the bigger drainage ditch. There's a survey made on that property on that this week. And the property line goes out to the middle of that ditch. Surveyor said they were planning on building a house on that. My question is, can they come in and stop up any of that ditch, or there's a flow of 3 lots comes across the back of that lot also, if they can completely stop the flow coming through there?
So they're planning on building a structure where it drains?
There's 2 lots that come together, right in that drainage ditch.
Okay.
And I'm assuming they bought both lots, or they're buying both
I
lots?
think they only bought 1 lot. They only
Bought one?
surveyed 1 lot that I saw, because they come off the pins of my
There's a major pipe
lot.
underneath the road, and that drainage continues through the woods behind Caesars and then goes to that main.
That ditch is 15 feet, 20 feet wide, right there coming across. So it takes up quite a bit of that lot.
I mean, to answer your question, absolutely not. Is this a natural drain or a man-made drain?
I don't know, it's been there ever since it's been made there. I think it's hooked into the main one that comes right along the border of Roman Forest back there.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's part of our area.
No, that's something I'll have to
Generally, on cases like that,
Mhm.
first thing you look at is the subdivision plat. Was it platted as a drainage easement, splitting those lots? The second thing is you look at the language in the plat. Under today's platting rules, there's general language in there that says that there's a drainage easement across from this 15 feet either side of the natural drainage course. In this case, it's been here. You start getting into some legal issues with the easement's been here so long that it becomes, or the drainage has been there so long that it becomes a restricted easement, that's an issue.
We've had a few of those issues, because some of them are just naturally formed drains, and when people do come in and build, they do stop those up, but it's not plotted easement. So they're within the rights to build on those, so that's why I'm asking that question.
I think this one must be a plotted easement because it looks like a perfect ditch
Yeah.
going into the woods.
Chris,
What's the address on that?
that particular ditch I'm talking about drains the front of the, right out front out here, but it comes down Roman Forest,
Okay.
goes under Roman Forest to Caesar Circle, makes the curve, right where it curves, it hits that ditch, and then it goes to the main, the big ditch, I call it, that goes down the edge of Roman Forest between Woodway. It cuts back into it,
You know,
and it drains a lot of water through there.
It's part of our job.
right now, with our engineering survey going on, these trouble spots, we really need to just kind of wait until we get the results of our survey.
Right. Well, yes, I agree with that, Councilman, but, and the same note, we need to make sure that we don't have somebody that's big to
Built on.
build on.
Right.
So,
Well, Mr. Holt, I'm sure they could build on the property, they just cannot cover the ditch up. You're saying it's like, what, 15 feet wide?
Yeah, it's at least 15 feet wide and probably 8 feet, 6 to 8 feet deep.
So they're probably thinking they can bring in some dirt and make it, 6 feet wide, is maybe what they're thinking, but, they can't do anything to it.
Yeah, 6 feet won't even carry it because that sucker's up to
Yeah.
the top of it when it gets a heavy rain, because you've got both sides of Roman Forest down there. Plus the water that's coming from the other direction, Caesar Circle, the other end comes down and goes into that ditch, so it's raining from
It's
both,
taking in a lot of water.
raining from both directions, going right into that ditch. There's no place else for it to go,
And there's nothing they can do to
because
it.
that's the only low place in that area.
That's why we need to get our survey,
yeah.
so we can make an intelligent decision.
It's just something I thought the council should be aware of if somebody's beginning to ask for a permit to build a house in there.
Yeah. I think it's built very close to the property line.
Okay, Council, any more questions for Greg?
Greg, thank you very much for the update. Look forward to your report.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Council, that was information, no action needed, so let's move on to number 2. Deliberate, consider possible action concerning lawsuit. Lawsuit 1506-06457. Roman Forest Consolidated Municipal Utility District, ETA Hill versus Wayne Hill Ritter, ETA Hill.
That's all that legal talk.
I know. Anyway, actually, Liz, you probably fill people in on what's going on so that people do know what's
Well,
going on.
our city attorney has looked this situation over.
Well, yeah.
Given us 2 options,
Right.
and me, the second option, which is just forget about it.
I understand.
Because that way we don't have to pay attorney fees. And we won't cost the city any money if we take option 2. That's it.
You just have this on here for information
I
purposes.
have this on here for you guys to make a decision.
Okay.
Larry's email was on the back of the,
Okay, that's what I was looking for. That's where it's okay.
and,
As the attorney said, we don't even call him, how we're going, and that would cost the city no money.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that I'd like to make a motion we take no action on this.
Okay, motion on the floor, Councilman Lane, to take no action on this. Second, Councilwoman Paulson. Still open for discussion, council, any more discussion? All in favor? It is unanimous. Does my name happen to be on there? Okay. No, I agree with you. Okay. Right.
This next item, agenda item just needs a vote from council to continue offering COBRA for our employees at Lincoln City. At the cost of city money, they have to pick up COBRA payments. It's a continuation of coverage.
Okay. So item 3 is deliberate, consider possible action concerning COBRA continuation of coverage, administrative agreement with TMLIEDP.
What's it cost the city?
Nothing.
Why do we have to?
They require a council to go to a council vote. Every year for open enrollment, we're going through our benefits open enrollment period. Our new benefits start October 1st.
I mean, everybody has it pretty much.
It's just a,
You pick up all, if you take over, you pick up all charges, company, business, whatever, the thing. Make a motion that we take action concerning COBRA, yes.
motion to continue to offer COBRA insurance.
Okay, motion on the floor.
Mr. Mayor, I'll
Wallace,
second that.
to continue, how did you word that?
To continue to offer COBRA.
Okay. Motion on the floor, Councilman Wallace, to continue to offer COBRA coverage, seconded by Councilman Lane. Any more discussion, council? All in favor? Unanimous? Can't make a motion and then not vote. Councilman Wallace. Item 4, deliberate, consider possible action concerning resolution 315-15, approving the Montgomery County Emergency Communication District budget, which is a formality.
It's just a formality.
It's just a formality. We can do this over here.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve resolution 315-15 for the Montgomery County Emergency Communication District budget.
Motion on the floor, Councilman Lane, to approve resolution 315-15.
I'll second that.
Second, Councilman Garza. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Item 5, deliberate, consider possible action concerning nominating a board member to the Montgomery County Emergency Communication District.
Like a good job, Tony.
I know.
Now, they say nominate a board member, is that the board member on our board or their board?
Okay, they're telling you in this letter that,
Their board.
Mr. Burt, it's their board.
Their board.
Emergency, it's the 911 communication district. And they're telling me that Mr. Bergadamo is willing to remain to serve as an appointee, or you can nominate someone else. I don't know anyone over there.
That's Conrad.
He lives in Conroe.
He's done a fine job.
Is he the only one we know who do the job?
He's already been doing the job. experienced.
This is, sorry, I was reading that.
Paul Bergadamo,
No.
his term expires September 30th, so if he's nominated, I guess he'll go up for election. Or you can take no action.
It's up to you, council, we nominate a person, or we take no action.
I make a motion, we take no action on G5.
I second that.
Motion on the floor, Councilman Garza, to take no action, seconded, Councilwoman Carlson. Any more discussion? All in favor for no action? Unanimous. Item 6, deliberate, consider possible action concerning accepting the terms of the annual audit of the city's financial records and the preparation of financial statements for the period ending September 30, 2015 by Hereford, Lynch, Sellers, and Kirkland.
They would like to start their audit early, which I'm all in agreement for, instead of waiting for it to end. And then, of course, as soon as the September 30th time passes, they'll be able to finalize the financial statements. But in the meantime, they can start on their normal audit of the day-to-day activities.
I make a motion that we accept the terms annual audit, city financial records.
Motion on the floor, Councilwoman Peoples, to accept terms of the annual audit by Hereford, Lynch, Sellers, and Kirkland.
I'll second that.
Second, Councilman Wallace. Did they go, did they increase? You remember, we're supposed to go down a little bit after the initial,
It's not going down. No,
but they did not go up.
they did not go up, but it hasn't been going down because of the amount of work they have to do.
Motion on the floor, has seconded, all in favor? Unanimous. So we're gonna start that
As soon as they get it.
next week.
Okay.
Item 7, deliberate and consider possible action concerning adopting a procurement and payment policy.
This is something that since Kirkland Lynch, Sellers and Kirkland has been auditing us, that they have been suggesting that we put in place. And since the new position of the city administrator has been created, our attorney also suggested that we put in place, and he sent a copy of how Panorama Village does the procurement and unit policy. These numbers can be changed. This just gives a guideline as to what can be spent without city council approval, whether or not it can be outside the normal budgeted items, or this is just an example of some dollar amounts, so we can change this.
What we have right now, we have right now, the mayor, in case of emergency, uses his discretion on $2,000. That's what we have now.
And we also have city administrator can operate within those
Absolutely.
budget numbers.
Okay,
So,
did you want to change that first dollar amount to $2,000?
well, I guess what I would say is that you are city administrator, and that if a budget item, if a line item, if the budget amount is $5,000, and you spend $5,000 within that budget, that's what we hired you to do.
Right.
So I don't know that we need to change anything. But you said our city attorney says that we need to.
We need to have something in writing.
Okay.
That way-
I see what you're saying.
We're supposed to have had something like that.
Well, and we almost, yeah, we probably should, because we touched on it when we created the position, but we didn't set some guidelines. So I understand where it's coming from. Okay. So, yes. But it needs to be reworded that you can operate, that the city administrator can operate within the budget.
Okay, well, I will reword this and bring it to the next council.
I
So
mean,
we all
do
understand.
y'all agree with that? It needs to be, you can't set a dollar amount because we have so many different accounts that we are spending money on, not bank accounts, but line item accounts. That we might put a $2,000 amount on this and then that might create an issue.
So the issue is 2,000 or 5,000?
I think what needs to say, like, just say for instance, the normal bills are in the budget, those are gonna get paid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so say there's a couple of scenarios, we get a grant. The pavilion grant was almost $60,000, so that was an agreement with those terms, so I should be able to write those checks. You guys are gonna sign them anyway. But I think what this is saying is anything out of the ordinary, it's not budgeted, it's not in an initial agreement like a grant, that you guys know what the finance is gonna be for that project. Do I have to come to council once a month and ask for something to be fixed because somebody blew out 5 street signs and now I've got to spend $1,500? Or can I look and find a line item that would fit in and spend that for an emergency? Or the whole, the roof is starting to leak and it's ruining the floor. Can I spend the money and get someone to fix the roof up to $5,000?
No, I would put the opinion that obviously if it needs to be fixed, we fix it. I don't want to wait 72 hours.
As long as, right.
And the roof's leaking.
You know, now, if the roof is gonna cost $15,000, different story. We have an emergency meeting.
Yeah, and that's, those things can be changed to the next decision.
Right.
Just say something like if the main air conditioner goes out, it's gonna be more than $2,000.
Right.
You need that right now, you can't wait. I think the $5,000 is well within reason.
Yeah, and remember, this is an emergency.
And you use your better judgment, you know.
Well, and definitely, if there's not somewhere to find money to spend out of, and we can tell that that's gonna send us way over total budget, I mean, I would come to council.
Did our attorney indicate whether this particular plan has worked well for Panorama Village?
He said it's been in place at Panorama Village.
It's a big panorama, this is really that matter. Emergency, emergency. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion, we accept adopting the procedure payment policy.
Motion on the floor, Councilman Garza, to accept the procurement and payment policy as written.
Mayor, I'll second that.
Second, Councilman Wayne, discussion. Does everybody agree with the second item? 5,000, 50,000, 3 bids, city council approval, okay? We'll make sure we looked at all of these, and of course, the other one, 50,000 or more, was absolutely, council. Any more discussion?
I'm talking with that.
All those in favor? Unanimous? Item 8, deliberate and consider possible action concerning filling the position of city secretary. CA, I will look that up to you.
I think it's necessary to go ahead and fill the position of city secretary. Number one, if we're going to fill it, it would take about 6 weeks probably to fill it anyway by the time we advertise the position, do interviews, and make final selections. It is too much for one person to handle. Just in these next couple of months, I've got elections, audit, budget, tax rate. I've got several benefits over enrollment. And that's normally what the administrator would handle on top of some secretary duties. And it's not fair to some of our employees that I don't get to spend as much time with them as I do with others here in the office. So I would like permission to hire some secretary for $12 an hour.
Well, we're going to have to wait till budget to do this.
I'm sorry, I heard you, Councilman Moss, go ahead.
12 now?
Okay, yeah. And we did agree originally to wait till budget meetings, which we are going to start having at the end of this month. However, I think that Liz is correct that it's going to take some time to hire someone
Well, sure.
to get them in.
But it's not within our budget.
It's not within our budget now, so that's why she's bringing it to you now. And she has elections coming up. We've got an election
I
coming
understand
up.
all that.
We've got
Audit,
audit coming up,
benefit enrollment.
benefit enrollment.
When will they start those? They start by tomorrow, when will they start?
It'll bounce on tomorrow, and y'all let me get start tomorrow.
I'll say it'll take a while, but probably.
I think by the time I hire them, they will only have been paid 2 pay periods in this budget, and we'll only have 3 months.
I'm going to say something, gentlemen. I know the city administrator very well. She works all the time. She works nights.
No, that's understood, and everybody knows that. She's up here at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
She's really.
But we have a budget that we have to follow.
I realize that, but we also have items in our.
Well, I understand.
If it's only.
We're not budgeting for that right now.
No, we're not. I'm sure that we can pull it out of those items until I'm approved anyway, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely, roll over like that,
I understand, just that,
But the need is there. Yeah, we got to think here, we had a city secretary, the past mayor was up here all day where
that's not right.
there was a lot going on where they both work together. Chris has got his own job. He's got a lot of work.
That's not right.
What?
The mayor wasn't here all the time, he wasn't doing this and that.
Well, then that's besides the point. That's, anyway, I'd like to make a motion to fill the position of city secretary.
Okay, a motion on the floor, Councilman Lane to fill the position of city secretary. I do have a motion on the floor. You want to elaborate on that, or take the motion?
No, I just felt like, we're going to have a roll, I believe, this year. And it's only 2 or 3 pay periods. I think we can do that.
Okay, motion on the floor.
What was it, what's it going to cost? How much full-time position, 40 hours.
Motion on the floor, we either second it,
I second
or
that.
we're talking about it. Second by Councilwoman Peoples, open for discussion.
Okay.
Your question?
No, the question was, what's it going to cost per year? Is it going to be a full-time position?
35,000 a year.
25?
25,000.
Say it again, Chief.
960 a pay period.
Thank you.
That's every 2 weeks.
Mayor,
Sir.
we have one other Reese Crossing. He listed there, our part-time help in the office. What happens there?
That is the next item on the agenda.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. That's why that is the next thing.
But, we got to think about the city. And what I mean about that is I've been up here a lot during the daytime, and she is busy. She can't leave this office. I'm asking her with maintenance issues, just kind of talking what's going on. She don't have no time to drive around. She don't have no time to go out there to shop, to do anything. And so if,
All I'm doing is following the guidelines that we,
well, we make the guidelines.
Where did the, I mean,
If anything happens and if we lose
That's
her,
about important issues budget.
okay. Chief,
I'm shorthanded right now, it's probably gonna be a little while by the time I hire somebody, so I'll have a surplus in my, police salary line item that would probably cover, hiring that position for the remainder of the year. So keep that in mind when you make a decision.
Thank you, Chief.
you are Chief Karloff, right? He's giving money out of this budget.
Hey, I'm shorthanded, so we're gonna have 4 weeks.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate that.
Awful generous.
We're still in discussion, but we have a motion first and seconded to go ahead and pursue hiring a city secretary at $12 an hour. Any more discussion, council? All those in favor of that motion? It is unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay, did we have what we need here? Here?
Yes.
Okay. And, council, if y'all would agree, I would like to move item 11 to the next item. If that's okay with y'all? I'd like to go ahead and move into item 11.
Can I need a motion for that?
No, we don't need a motion, as long as everybody is okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right. We're gonna jump to 11, and we'll come back. Item 11, deliberate, and consider possible action concerning ordinance 225-15, declining to approve the change in rates request in Energy Texas Incorporated statement of intent. Yes, sir.
Good evening, I'm Tracy Broder, Customer Service Representative for Entergy, the electric utility. And I know you probably think it's kind of odd that we're asking you to deny our request for rate filing. And I'll try to kind of explain it in just a short time frame, and then you can ask questions and I can try to kind of clear it up. But as you know, probably from what Liz has provided you, we've requested a rate increase, rate filing for about $75 million or so to cover a portion of a power plant we're trying to purchase to meet new demand from all the growth in the area, also to cover infrastructure that we're putting in place in our substations, our transmission and distribution lines, just mainly to meet the growth and keep up with the growth, and in some cases, get a little bit in front of it so we can continue to add new customers. We filed a rate case. The cities have original jurisdiction. You guys either agree, deny, or suspend. And there's a coalition of cities that is led by Dan Lawton. He's an attorney. I think City of Cleveland and Splendora are part of that. There's other cities in our territory that are part of that group. They have been suspending instead of denying. When you suspend or deny is what we're requesting you to do. It punts it to the Public Utility Commission for their review. They, dig through it, nickel and dime us to death, look for prudency. We ask for $75 million. We never get that. We usually get something, somewhat less than that. But when a city denies or suspends, then it gets punted to the commission. Our regulatory group really want that to happen. If you approve it and you decide, well, we want the rate increase based on the $75.3 million you're requesting, then you're one of the only cities that gets it. So it's difficult for us. We're implementing a rate here that we're not implementing anywhere else. And they just prefer that it be done as a large group. And that's why we urge you to either suspend or deny. My understanding is the suspension is a 90-day, don't quote me on it, I think it's a 90-day suspension, but it ends up going to the commission as well. I'm not really sure of the benefit of the suspension versus denial. Either way, it goes the same place. It goes to the commission. So, I'm here to answer any questions. I know it seems a little odd that we're asking you to do that. My understanding is, all of the cities, the coalition cities have suspended. All of the other cities that have taken action so far, which is just about everybody, I think the deadline is the 16th, have denied. I'm sure there's a few cities like yourselves that are meeting today and tomorrow and on the 16th that will take action that I don't know of yet. But as of this date, it's either been denials or suspensions, which is, like I said, what they're asking you to do. Once a city denies or suspends, once you deny, the company will send out an appeal. It's just a matter of the process. I saw an email today that said we're sending out appeals to all the cities that have denied the rate case, And I thought to myself, these people are gonna think I'm crazy out there asking for them to deny, and all of a sudden we're sending an appeal. But that's just a normal process. It happens in every rate case. I asked our regulatory group, why are we appealing if we're asking them to deny? It's just a matter of the process that the whole, it goes through the sequence of the commission reviewing it. All the attorneys and city attorneys and everybody else has a chance to, to nitpick it, go through it, make sure it was all prudent. Some costs get thrown out if they don't approve of it, or for some reason it doesn't meet one of their prudency requirements. But you want it to get nitpicked to death and to go through the PUCT where they have the people and the time and the knowledge and experience to do that. I don't think that you want to just go ahead and say, we signed up for that, let us go. So I'm here to answer any questions if I can. I don't have all the answers, I'm sure, but I'll try to answer what you have, if you have any.
If we as a city don't deny it, what happens?
My understanding is if you take no action or don't deny, we can implement the new rates in the city. I've asked that for a couple other cities, City of Groton asked, well, why can't we just do nothing? It doesn't look like we're gonna have it, there's no harm. My understanding is the rates could be implemented at that point, but in history, there has never been that to happen. So I know that's kind of a wishy-washy answer. I think the safest bet is to deny, but, I don't know that there's ever been anybody that's not taken an action.
I personally don't feel that we should approve a rate that's not going to, it probably will go down anyway, and our taxpayers probably would appreciate us paying a higher rate on something I'm not going to get.
Any other questions?
Would it be more consumer friendly to go ahead and deny this and send it to the public utility commission?
It is. I mean, it's, I feel odd standing up there asking to deny it because but it's just part of the process. And, we're regulated by the commission. You guys have control over our, what's approved and, our rates. We have to answer to you guys, the commission, and it's just part of the process, simply put.
Make a motion with that.
Motion on the floor, Councilman Wallace, to deny ordinance 225-15.
To approve ordinance 225.
To approve ordinance, which does deny, okay, I'm sorry. Motion on the floor, Councilman Wallace, to approve ordinance 225-15, to decline approval of the rate change.
Second that motion.
Councilman Burrow. Any more questions or discussion, council? All in favor? Unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have that template still?
Yes, I do, Chief Mark.
Okay.
Okay, council, we're going to come back to item 9. No, I'm sorry, 10. I'm skipping 9 right now. 10, if everybody's comfortable with that, we'll proceed, deliberate, consider possible actions concerning purchasing new tables and chairs for the pavilion and possibly charging for tables and chairs when renting out the pavilion.
The Special Events Committee has asked me to put this on the agenda for new tables and chairs to be housed at the pavilion for our special events and possibly renting out tables and chairs at parties. Elizabeth can tell you that when they call in here to rent the pavilion, they always ask, do you have tables and chairs for rent? And so Cherie did some research, and the internet page I gave you is from Lowe's. This one had the best rating for Cherie, and they are $50 a piece for the 72 by 30 inch.
How many are you looking for? True.
I'm looking for 6 new ones. Reason is, I would like to keep the 3 gray tables that we used at the 4th of July. And there are 3 of the wooden tables. I know they're very heavy, but I'm asking that 3 of them, and I know which ones they are. I can mark them, and I can mark the ones that are no good, because being out in the weather, even the wooden tables are pulling apart from the tabletop. We picked some up and they just pulled apart. but there's still 3 very good tables, wood tables, I would like to keep down at the pavilion to be used in case we need them for events that we have down there, that we have. And have 6 new tables. We have 3 gray tables. And at one time, Dustin had told me there was 5 gray tables up here, but I only saw the 3 down there. So if we keep the 3 gray tables that are down there and have 6 new tables, plus the old wooden ones, which are very good, which we could use as extras if we need them for backup. That would give us 12 tables total. They can, even if somebody wants to rent those tables that are the heavy tables, if they want 12 tables, they've got 12 tables. And most likely, they're going to cover them anyways.
Thank you.
And on the back of that, there is a folding table storage cart. Also, I didn't put any chairs in here.
I think the store these at the pavilion.
Store them in the pavilion. How many chairs do we have, Sheree?
I think we have 25 chairs. I didn't count them now since they've been brought back
So I
out.
think we're okay right now on chairs. And these would get stored downstairs in the pavilion.
I'll make a suggestion. You're looking at tables, you know, when you look at trash cans also.
What, trash cans for the park?
Yes.
Yeah. Not that's left out there all the time, but I agree with it, so very advanced, we can throw it out.
Would that be another line item, or we emergency?
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Just to let Liz know, I talked to the lady today at the wholesale distribution for the cart. When I talked to her, if you order through her, I mentioned that we are municipality, government entity, and we do not pay taxes, and could we get it tax-free? I will tell you this, I found out what the charge is for this to be shipped. For the cart is $135 for the cart to be shipped. UPS, ground, regular ground. That's in addition to the $179 that you're seeing on the sheet
For the park.
for the cart. I don't know.
I wonder if Sam Costco would have those
Now,
cards.
see, that's what I was trying to look when I was on Home Depot and Lowe's for the cart. I never did see one. That doesn't mean it's not out there someplace.
We're not as strong as you guys.
They have that one part for free.
Well, no, I'm saying, but
The cart,
the tables, I completely understand.
the cart makes it easy. We can just pull it out instead of carrying those tables out all the time. And the committee voted on it to donate $200 towards the purchase of the tables and the cart, if it's approved by council. And I'm glad to see that it's in the agenda here, that if you do rent them out, that you are going to charge for the tables and chairs. I mean, for the tables, because if one gets broken, then we're without.
Then we'll have some money to replace it.
Right.
So that shipping price from Lowe's, was that ship that cart to here or to their store?
No, the cart is not from
It's
Lowe's.
not from Lowe's?
It is from Wholesale Distribution Facility Furnishings and Maintenance Solutions.
There's got the.
And I have a 1-800 number here.
Okay.
Well, it's not, she's gonna look at Sam's.
For $300 on tables. Minus.
And I apologize because I have not had time to sit down and put this together and actually do searches for the cart to see whether Sam's or Costco had any. So if you would like, I can do some further research, find out more pricing, and put down exactly how many we'd like to order and come back next council meeting.
The last time I checked, Sam's didn't have
The carts.
the tables and chairs, so.
Make a motion to table this to the next meeting.
Motion table. This until next meeting, so further research. Motion on the floor, do I have a second to table?
I mean, if you can get the information, you know, there's no sense in having to go over it again, and you can just name the price.
We got a motion on the floor to table, so somebody either needs to second it or not. I'll ask one more time. Second, is there a second to this motion? There is no second, so we're back where we're at. Open for discussion.
They don't have all the information yet.
Well, we can at least get the tables and check the actual tables. They're mentioning $200. What's it gonna cost?
Do it at one time. Do everything at one time. That's me.
I don't know how long that offer's gonna be good for them at 200, and that home rate down to 100. Let's just wait and see.
Well, I figured it out already. If you, without the shipping of the cart, the tables come to $299.88, the cart's $179.94. If all of that is tax-free, there is no tax on it, because at Lowe's, I think we can get stuff there without that. And that comes to $479.82. If the committee line item 40300, take 200 out, that leaves $279.82 to the city to pay.
You know, like I said earlier, we need to look at trash cans for the park. See, bring it in, have it all together.
My suggestion would be, name a dollar amount. And if we can do the trash cans too, that would be fine. The committee has donated $200 to it, it's my opinion.
To the tables,
Now,
to the tables.
oh, I know. Yeah, do the whole purchase, $200. Or the committee could just buy it, I'm sure.
No. Not just my fault.
Mayor, line item G10, I'd like to make a motion, we accept that, but with the condition of a $600 amount not to be exceeded in the purchase of chairs and the table.
Okay. Motion on the floor, Councilman Lane, to allow the purchase of tables and a cart in the amount not to exceed $600.
Yes.
That is a motion. Motion is on the floor.
Second that motion.
Second, Councilman Garza. Any more discussion? Do we know which line item we're taking some of?
You think we should go 1,000 if we're gonna do trash cans today?
You have to think about that, comments, I'm remake my motion.
You just submitted.
Just to amend my motion, $1,000. What kind of trash cans are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a different thing. You got really rough traffic. What we have out there is 55-gallon plastic buckets.
What kind of activities we got going on within the next month? So we can put everything together and do it at one time. What do we have going on at the park right now?
We're already here.
Huh?
We're already here. Let's get it
Well, you're
done.
not here for the trash cans I asked for.
Well, put it on the agenda, we'll do it next month.
Let's do it all at one time.
Do some research, put it on next month.
Joe,
Well, then,
Joe, I got a motion that we amend my to include trash cans up to $11,000. We need to know what the hell they call.
Councilman Lane amended his motion as before, but he amended it to not to exceed $1,000. It is still seconded, correct? Councilman Garza?
yeah.
So we do have a motion, first and second on the floor. Is there do have, we did have a right, we reserve the right to go into closed executive session. At this time, we are going to adjourn, go into closed executive session. The time is 7:47.
Christmas Day here.
It would be. All right, council.
That's why he's got a slap arm.
We are back. We are back in closed session. We're back in our regular meeting. The time is 8:06. Everyone, all of council is still present. The administrator is still present. And we were looking at item 9, deliberate, consider possible action concerning the working hours of the city clerk. Council, do I have anyone with a motion?
I have a motion. I move that we continue our city clerk's hours at her present level.
Okay, motion on the floor, Councilwoman Carlson, to continue our city clerk's employment hours at the current hours.
Mayor, I second the motion.
Second, Councilman Lane. Any further discussion, council? All those in favor? All those in favor? Unanimous?
You did that on purpose.
Okay, council, that is our agenda. Items of community interest. As everyone knows, we have 3 positions open this year for the November election. We have my position, mayor, we have position 2, Jill's position, and we have Eileen's position 4 open. July 25th is the first day for filing a place on the ballot, and August 24th is the deadline for that. Do you need to add anything to that? We're in community interest, council. Anybody else got anything? Okay, request, city council request for future agenda items. And I'm sorry, hang on just a second. I'm sorry, Sheree. Anything coming up that we need to know about as far as special events?
No, not till October.
Not till October, okay. City council request for future agenda items.
Trash cans.
Trash cans.
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel trash cans. Chief, anything to add?
Trash cans will get stolen.
Yes. You're giving money away, you're speechless. Not you.
Life's good.
Life's good over there. Okay. If there's nothing else, I just need a motion for adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Motion, Councilman Garland to adjourn. Second.
Second.
Councilwoman Carlson. All those in favor of adjournment? It is unanimous. Thank you, everyone. The time is 8:08.